Good evening. Today we speak about football. I must admit I don't know so much about football. I watch it intermittently, but my co-host is a ardent football fan.
Mm.
So today he will try to explain things to me that I need or I ought to understand in football. So, Lai, could you tell
Yes,
us about the Champions League and what's coming up?
yes. I'm very happy to be with you here. We love football. We breathe for football, and football is our life. We men, but not only men, but a lot of women also love football. So, Champions League this year, Champions League has been one of the most exciting Champions League for ever because we saw a lot of big clubs crash out. Yeah, lot of some newcomer like Bodø from Norway who did qualify, and then Karabakh from Armenia so qualify as well. And now the draw is very good for people that want to see football. So I will read the draw here for you. Olympiacos from Greece, they will be playing against Bayern Leverkusen from Germany. So we know that Leverkusen, it is strong team and it is seeded. So they are better. They're playing better league than Olympiacos. But we have to know that Olympiacos, it is Greece champion,
Mhm.
and they have recently won Europa League some years ago, and they will be very strong opponent for Leverkusen, who lost their coach Xavi Alonso to Real Madrid, and now he got fired, and they lost a lot of players, but they are good, stay good, and they're playing in one of the biggest league in Europe, which is German. I think Leverkusen could qualify, but it will not be very easy. Then we go to Borussia Dortmund against Atlanta. The German Yellow Boys will be playing with Atlanta from Bergamo in Italy. So this is a very close game, but we have some African players that play in both teams. For example, we have Lukman from Nigeria. Everybody saw Lukman, how good he is, and he is African Ballon d'Or winner in 2024. So he will be playing against Serou Girassi from Guinea. He also was nominated to be Ballon d'Or winner, but unluckily, so Lukman won. So we'll see African talent against each other. So that game, I believe that it will be almost 50-50. But Atlanta is seeded, which means they will be playing the last game at home. So we can see also at two clubs from France, they will be playing against each other. You know who? Who are them?
Tell
So
me.
it is a PSG, Paris Saint-Germain. They will be playing against
Mhm.
Monaco.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
that will be derby there. Two French teams will be playing against each other for a place for next round. So we know that a lot of good player are in PSG, but we should
Mhm.
not underestimate Monaco. Monaco is very strong team,
Mhm.
but PSG is better. They have been doing good in league and Champions League, and they won Champions League last year, and they have almost all the same player there. So I believe they will qualify from this round, and it will be against their little brother. Yeah,
Mhm.
let us consider them little brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then another team will be Newcastle United from England. They
Mhm.
are one of the richest team in Europe now because Saudi
Mhm.
Arabia financing it.
Mhm.
So they will be playing against Karabakh. So
Mhm.
Newcastle is the better team. They are playing in better league. But
Mhm.
what we should know that Karabakh
Mhm.
is strong. Karabakh is strong is not because Azerbaijanian team, they are very strong because of oil money. Yeah, they're
Mhm.
buying players, good players. So
Mhm.
this Azerbaijanian club can give Newcastle a headache, but we believe that the Newcastle is better. But the chances for Newcastle is more than 60% to qualify to the next round. So
Mhm.
we come to Galatasaray. This is Osimhen. This is where
Mhm.
Osimhen is playing. So they will be playing against Juventus. So
Wow. Mhm.
Osimhen is one of
Mhm.
the top, one of the finest and brightest African player
Mhm.
recently. Is a Nigerian striker that have been scoring a lot of goals.
Mhm.
But in this match, they will be going against almighty Juventus. They call it grandmother. Grandmother, because of their history. I think
Mm-hmm.
this game, Juventus is Italian team that have been playing very good for a long time, but recently they have not been the best to their best. But they have a new coach. That new coach, everybody know him in Europe. I think they and Galatasaray is almost 50-50 because Galatasaray is also good. They are the biggest, one of the biggest club in Turkey. So I would love to watch that. But we should not forget about some other team like Bodø from
Mm-hmm.
Norway. That is one of our finest team for the Champions League. Bodø will be playing against
Mm-hmm.
Inter Milan.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you have heard about Bodø, but if you have not heard about Bodø, I will advise you to learn about them.
Mm-hmm.
Bodø is Norwegian. They are not champions now, but they were champions 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be playing against Italian champions.
Which
Italian
team?
champions, they are the best.
Which team would they be playing against?
Inter Milan,
Okay.
Internazionale.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they will be playing against Inter Milan, and Inter Milan actually they lost Champions League final last year against Paris Saint-Germain,
Mm-hmm.
and PSG beat them. But this is one of the strongest team in Europe. Everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you think your Norwegian team will be able to stand against Inter Milan?
they are underdog. Yeah, they can bite you anytime. When you are not
Yes.
ready, they can bite you.
Mm-hmm.
So Bodø have surprised a lot. They have
Mm-hmm.
surprised the world football
Mm-hmm.
by beating big clubs. So,
Yeah.
for example, Manchester City coming to Norway and beating them, and then
Mm-hmm.
they traveling to Spain and beating one of the Spanish biggest club, Atletico Madrid. And
Mm-hmm.
it was not only beating them, but
Mm-hmm.
both teams needed 3 points,
Yes.
beating them and then take all the 3 points. And
Wow. Mm-hmm.
then that happened after Atletico Madrid had already scored a first goal.
Wow.
So
Was it an
yeah,
home match or an away match?
no, it was a away match. So they
Mm-hmm.
play in Spain against
Mm-hmm.
Atletico Madrid, and
Mm-hmm.
Atletico Madrid is a team that had not lost a single game in this year,
Okay.
in
All
this
right.
season.
So it's a
So
formidable team.
so
Yeah.
if they
Mm-hmm.
manage to surprise them, so I believe that they can surprise Inter
Mm-hmm.
if Inter Milan is not really ready for the game.
Okay.
And then two other games is Atletico Madrid will be playing against Bruges from Belgium. I think Atletico Madrid will win there because yeah, these big clubs are favorites, but Bruges can play
Mm-hmm.
also their game. And the last match
Mm-hmm.
I would like to talk about
Mm-hmm.
it is Benfica against Real Madrid.
Why? Tell us why are you expecting it so much? What is the stake there?
Lucy, 2 days ago,
Yes.
these two teams play against each other, and then
Mm-hmm.
Benfica needed to win,
Mm-hmm.
and they won by 4-2.
Yes.
And then their coach,
Mm-hmm.
Joseph Mourinho, was a coach in Real Madrid almost
Mm-hmm.
over 10 years ago, which means he has to play against his old club
Yeah.
to see if his old club or his new club will qualify. And Real Madrid per now is coached by one of his old player,
Mm-hmm.
Arbeloa, which means student will be going against a
Against
teacher
teacher.
and old
Wow.
club will be going against new club.
New.
So I believe that Real Madrid will have it very difficult in this game.
In that scenario of the teacher and the student, so it is the teacher who will actually be testing himself on whether his skills which he used to teach the students are still valid in the new team that he is teaching now. Is that so?
Yes,
Ah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit difficult because
Mm-hmm.
teacher already teach him everything.
Yes.
He knew.
Yes.
But in football, it's not like that. It's not
Yeah.
like that because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they will be playing against UFO side in
Mm-hmm.
Portugal where
Mm-hmm.
they lost to
Mm-hmm.
4-2.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jose Mourinho want to show
Mm-hmm.
everybody that he's not living by
Mm-hmm.
his glory,
Mm-hmm.
but he can stay do it by himself.
Yeah.
But contrary to
Mm-hmm.
Arbeloa in Madrid,
Mm-hmm.
he is coaching one of the biggest club in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and the team
Mm-hmm.
is included with a lot of talented players like Mbappe
Mm-hmm.
and Vinicius and
Mm-hmm.
many more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if they are not ready, Benfica can beat them again
Mm-hmm.
in Portugal because the first game will be playing in Portugal in
Uh-huh.
February, the
Uh-huh.
mid-February. So if they beat them with 2 goals or 3 goals, so I
Uh-huh.
think it will be very difficult for Arbeloa and Real Madrid to come back and beat them. So you have to know that Real Madrid is in transition also. So they have some new players, and the coach was sacked some weeks ago, and new coach came, and this new coach need time to settle. And then that is the same time they will be meeting one of the most defensive coach the football ever have produced, or one of the most counter-attack coach football have produced.
Those are matches to look
So
forward
these are the
to.
draw, and yes.
I look forward to that time. I think we will do more analysis on those matches when they come up. I have a question related to football about the Africa Cup of Nations. And I saw recently that there was some misbehavior during the final match, which Senegal won. But then now I see the teams, they have been penalized. There's some disciplinary action. Could you explain those disciplinary actions?
This AFCON was one of the funnest AFCON, but final itself was something else. Yeah, because a lot of players and a lot of country believed that Morocco was favored by CAF. You know, but that I mean, a lot of the fault that they did to other team that referee ignored it. Referee did not see it, or the VAR did not check it. Example is like a penalty that Mali is supposed to get, they did not get it. But a penalty that Morocco is supposed to get, they got it. And Tanzania is supposed to get a penalty at the stoppage time, but they could not get it. And then we saw things like that in different matches until the final. What triggered the protest was Senegalese player had scored a goal some minutes earlier. But before the goal could go in, referee
rejected it,
blow the whistle, and said that it was a foul. He believed that Hakimi had pushed the Senegalese defender Sek, who headed the ball, but in reality it was a 50-50. So the ball was a goal, and then he disallowed the goal, and then at the same time again Morocco got a penalty. I believe that was a penalty, but Senegalese, they protested and then they went out of the field. And then so at the same time they agree afterward 15 minutes the game was stopped for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, they agreed to play, and then Moroccan player Ibrahim Diaz missed his penalty, and later on, Senegal won the game. But what we have to know, it was several incidents in it, because behind the goalkeeper Mendy, so Moroccan football boys, security guy were trying to steal Mendy towel, the towel that he used to, to dry his hand or something like that, because it was raining and it is slippery, so he could dry his hand. So they were stealing it. And that was not the first time. They had done it against Nigeria previous match, and Senegalese had observed it and said, okay, let us protect it. So they designed one of their players to keep the tower, because they knew that Moroccan would come and steal it, because they have already seen it, what happened in Nigeria. Before. And other part of field, so we saw Senegalese fan was fighting with the security. So it was a very bad atmosphere at the end, because it was a very beautiful tournament, but at the end of the tournament it was not that good. The disciplinary actions, who has got them, why, what is the rationale of those disciplinary actions? And further question is that, has the referee in that match been penalized? Because I also think the way you are saying, it was quite it wasn't very fair. I believe this is my personal opinion, like it wasn't fair. For the first, I think every fan in football is okay, but the question is like, is it proportional? Is it? Tell us. I think it is proportional in a way that FIFA and CAF don't want to see things like that in near future. But how can you be disciplined when you know that they are cheating on you? We are a human being, and we can protest when the emotion comes, so we don't see any rationality. Then this was not the first time. They have seen it all the tournament that Moroccan player or Moroccan team was a favor vis-a-vis other team.
Have the other
Uh,
teams
up,
also raised their concerns about what happened when they were
yes,
playing
other people,
against
other teams
Morocco?
raised concern about it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can say here, if Senegalese player did not walk off the
Mm-hmm.
pitch and then agree
Mm-hmm.
that Morocco take the penalty and then
Mm-hmm.
they took it and won it, that could be very bad for the football because
Yeah.
everybody will know that it was cheating. They
Yes.
cheat until they won it.
Mm-hmm.
But they leaving the field
Mm-hmm.
showed to everybody that even if you get a threat to be fined,
Yes.
so protect your interests,
Yes.
protect
Your
the
integrity.
just because
Mm-hmm.
yes, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
I think all these fine here was okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the reason why it happened because the referee match official did not do exactly what they're supposed to do.
What
If
he
they
was
have done it,
supposed to do. Mm-hmm.
yeah, if they have done it, we will not have been here
Mm-hmm.
because when ball boy stealing tower, they could stop it.
Mm-hmm.
They could stop the game and then
Mm-hmm.
tell them, this
Mm-hmm.
ball boy, don't
Mm-hmm.
do it. And they would not
Yes.
have done it. But they
Yeah, or
saw it
reject
and
them
then
from the
ignore
field.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly.
So
And
could you
then,
give us a
so
breakdown of who
referee
has
had
been fined and what was the fine?
so let me read what let me
Uh-huh.
say read it here.
Yes.
So AFCON final fine and
Mm-hmm.
disciplinary summary is like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
After one of the most chaotic AFCON final in history, CAF
Mm-hmm.
imposed over $1 million in fine and multiple ban on both Senegal and Morocco, citing serious
Ah.
breach
Mm-hmm.
of discipline, fair play, and match control.
Mm-hmm.
For Senegal, for example, total fine is 615,000 US
USD.
dollar for
Mm-hmm.
unsporting conduct by player and technical staff.
Mm-hmm.
Head coach
Mm-hmm.
Papa Tiao
Mm-hmm.
banned for 5 of 6 AFCON 2027 qualifying matches. So that is too much. Banning a football coach for 5 to 6 AFCON matches. That
Matches.
is very,
That is
yeah, that is
very
too much.
strict.
And
Yeah. That's why I was
now I
asking whether
think
it's proportional.
yeah, I think this is too much and this is not
Mm-hmm.
proportional because
Mm-hmm.
his action is related to what
Mm-hmm.
CAF did. CAF
Yes.
ignored the mistake. So he will be banned for 5 to 6 matches. On top of
Mm-hmm.
that, he personally will be fined 100,000 US dollar for bringing disturbing to the game. And then some Senegalese player like that and Ismaila Sarr
Mm-hmm.
suspended for first two AFCON qualifier for unsporting behavior toward the referee because they behave sportive. So they will be banned for 2 matches.
Mm-hmm.
So that is proportional there.
What
So and
about
then
Morocco?
yeah, Morocco is this.
Mm-hmm.
The total amount they were fined is like a 315,000 US dollar for improper conduct by player, staff, supporter, and match official.
I
So
I
and
still believe it is not fair also where you see Senegal is total you said it's 615,000 USD
yes,
and these other ones are
mhm,
300 and what USD? 300
15. Yes,
315,000 USD. So I don't think
yeah.
it is
So
proportional. They were equally liable.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go to detail and after we can talk about the proportionality over there.
Yeah.
200,000 of it
Mm-hmm.
was for ball boys attempting to distract Senegal goalkeeper Edouard Mendy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was not proportional there.
Mm-hmm.
They should have increased it. And
Mm-hmm.
then if Morocco have done things like that again, they could have been banned for some games,
Yeah.
but that was not proportional there. So, and then some Moroccan player, for example, got 100,000 for player and staff invading
Mm-hmm.
the VAR area and obstructing the referee. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was not proportional. They could have fined single
More
players like they did in Senegal
in
as well.
Senegal.
And then 15,000 for fan using laser to distract players. That is also a little bit low. They
Mm-hmm.
could have increased it to 30,000 like that. So if they have
Yeah.
done that, so that
Mm-hmm.
was proportional. And some Moroccan player was banned. Ashraf Hakimi, 2 match
Mm-hmm.
ban, one suspended. Ismail Saibari, three
Mm-hmm.
match ban.
Mm-hmm.
So what is very imaginable here is like Ashraf Hakimi won fair play of the
Mm-hmm.
tournament, and then he going and stealing Edouard Mendy tower, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was not good.
Yeah.
So and then Ismail Saibari,
Mm-hmm.
he played almost the entire game, and when he was substituted, so he
Mm-hmm.
went to distract the goalkeeper and
Yeah.
steal
You see,
his tower.
I feel that there's some leniency in Morocco side in terms of what
Mm.
disciplinary actions they have received, and it is so strict or stringent on
Mm.
Senegalese side. People have been talking on the internet and everywhere, speaking about there's some racial division and discrimination, which was very overt during the match, especially the final match. And my
You
last
know,
question would be, was the
mhm.
referee fined or did get any disciplinary action?
Yeah, I did not read about referee, but these
Mm-hmm.
referee, most of them can be fined, but
Okay.
they can be fined in different way
Mm-hmm.
than players. Some of
Yeah.
them they may be relegated to next instead of refereeing big matches, so
Mm-hmm.
they will be choose to to do
Mm-hmm.
the job for second tier of CAF. But what I can summarize all this
Mm-hmm.
is CAF need to change. CAF need to change. They
Mm-hmm.
need to grow. They
Mm-hmm.
need to they need to be just. So if they continue to be like this, so they will spoil football in Africa because African footballers have progressed. They are in the same level like any other continent, but the referee in Africa they are stayed behind. So I think
Okay.
CAF need to help them to grow.
Improve.
CAF itself need to stop becoming biased because we have seen it. So when the tournament is organized by a country, they want to support that country much more. But
Okay.
it's not
Mm-hmm.
about it. It's about the best player, the best
Mm-hmm.
team have to win.
All right. Thank you so much for your analysis. I think we should have more of this. Thank you, our viewers, for watching this, and tune in again for the next time we do a football analysis. Last word?
Yeah, if you love our show, subscribe and then send us a message. We can invite you. You may be the next one to be invited and say what you think about football or what you think about society, politics, and other topic we discuss here.
Thank you so much. Please subscribe and share our videos with your friends, your relatives, and everyone.